Hey there. Today I am popping in here with a mini-sode, a mini episode. And today I want to share a better way to reduce those damn ums and all those other filler words. First, it pains me to do it, and yet I am going to share the traditional approach so that we can talk about what to do instead and why it doesn't work. The conventional approach out there to reducing ums, saying less of them, coming from a few of those industrial speaking programs out there, is to count them and then try to do less of them. Unfortunately, for the vast majority of people, this does not work. In fact, instead of getting better, it gets even worse. There's that law of attraction thing going on. By focusing on the ums, we actually say more of them. It's like years ago, there was this really cool Volkswagen Jetta commercial. And once I saw it, when I went out on the road, it was on my mind. I was focusing on the Volkswagen Jettas, and I swore that everybody out there had a brand new Volkswagen Jetta. Focusing on the ums and trying not to say them is like going river rafting and trying not to hit the rocks. Spending the whole time thinking, oh my gosh, I hope I hit less rocks than last time. Oh, look, there's a rock. I hope I don't hit it. When our attention is on the rocks, just like the Volkswagen Jettas, just like the ums, we're more likely to hit them. And notice when I was saying that, how tight the body gets, thinking, I hope I don't do X. When our attention is on those ums, those likes, those so's, those other filler words, the tightness creates a vortex hamster wheel thing that we can't get out of. And we definitely cannot get out of it and still be authentic or present or soulful, because half our brain is on the ums all the time instead of on the connection and the conversation that we're having with our audience. It's incredibly disempowering to be focusing only on the behavior that you don't want to be doing anymore. The better approach to reducing ums is to stop talking and inhale. When we inhale, when we inspire air, we're also way more likely to get inspired about what we want to say next. It seems simple enough as I say it, right? So why don't we breathe? Why aren't we already breathing? For that, we need to get deeper and get into the root cause. Focusing on the ums and trying to stop them is chasing symptoms rather than transforming at the root. Hello, that's what we in the Western world tend to do a lot of. That's what is limiting about a lot of the public speaking training out there, those industrial programs. To transform at the root, we need to stop chasing the symptoms and get into exploring why we're not breathing in the first place. And as we explore down there, and I've done it with myself and thousands of clients over the years, things like this are what come up. I feel like I need to outrun the possibility of other people's boredom. I need to try not to bore them by outrunning that possibility. I get excited when I'm talking about something I'm passionate about, and then my mouth moves faster than my brain. I'm uncomfortable in the silence. To change things at the root, we need to dedicate some time and space to doing this differently and sometimes to healing it. Let's take those one at a time in backwards order. Discomfort in the silence may mean that deep down, we don't believe that we're worthy. You think you need to be saying or doing something proven in order to be valuable. You are enough, period. You are unique and valuable. Your presence, your one-of-a-kind presence, one of a kind in 8 billion on the planet presence. And anything that you add to that is icing on the cake. For the other two, whether you're excited or trying to outrun the possibility of our boredom in the audience, setting an intention for what you want us to feel and then getting into connection and conversation with us helps get out of that. In my experience with the pause, when I ask people to stop talking and breathe, the first step is resistance. The moments of silence feel at least 10 times longer for the speaker than they do for anyone in the audience. Here's the thing, we in the audience are digesting what you're saying in that silence. In music, the space is as important as the notes. In visual art, it's the white space that reveals the image. Just like that, in speaking, the words and the silences dance together to create the meaning. The audience doesn't notice those silences like the speaker does because the audience needs those silences just as much as the speaker in order to stop doing all those ums, in order to get present and grounded. The audience needs them just as much. Treat speaking as a conversation. When you set an intention for the vibe you want to create for your audience and then use silences to lead them on that experience, that's like going river rafting and saying, I want a wild, adventurous, dynamic ride down this river. Doing that with our speaking means we might say, I want an empowering journey for my listeners. Or I want a wild and crazy adventurous ride for my audience. Set that intention and then watch, listen, feel, silence by silence, breath by breath, for signs of that happening for them. Be in conversation with them. Finding a safe space will give you the most help in actually clearing out and changing this root thing. Best of all, with somebody that you trust who can pause you and help you change your habit into the new, more trusting, grounded habit as you're doing it. And because this is your voice, you can try this anywhere. Pick a place in your life, a meeting, a coffee with a friend, a formal speech, any of the above, recording a podcast. Try it. Instead of counting the ums, pause, breathe, inhale, and let me know how it goes. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and comment here to let me know how it goes. If you're listening to the audio only, reach out on LinkedIn or Instagram and send me a message. Thanks so much. See you soon.